name is Zach Singer. I'm a 12th grader at the Arts Academy at Benjamin Rush.
My name is William Furby, and I'm in the 12th grade.
My name is Trevor Wiest. I'm a senior at the Arts Academy at Benjamin Rush.
I've been a victim of bullying. In 2nd grade, there was a student, his name was Donnell, and he used to like to pick on me. I mean, I was a small guy and he was a big kid, and he was always starting trouble, and you know, he would just come up behind me and push me out of nowhere, and there's no reason for him to do it, and it bothered me.
I have, in elementary school, I used to get bullied because I was fat, and guys thought that it was just, you know, cool to pick on the fat kid. You know.
I've never been a victim of bullying, but I have seen people that were bullied before.
I think bullies bully because they have a problem mostly going on at home. You know, either there's physical violence going on in the house, or, you know, there's trouble with their home life and things aren't good, so they need to bully as a way to, you know, just do what they know.
I think bullies bully because they don't have nothing else better to do, so they pick on someone with a worse situation than them to make them feel better.
I think bullies bully because of many reasons. Like, a couple of reasons would be their lifestyle at home. Maybe their parents are real, like, you know, they're basically bullies, their parents. And it could be like their lifestyle at their house. It could also be that they want to fit in with other people, and they want to have the power in the school, or, you know, the activity to campus, summer camp or something like that. So I think it all depends on, you know, whether they want the power or like what their lifestyle is at home.
If I had to choose one, it would be verbal bullying, because verbal bullying is silent. It's a silent killer. You know, when somebody's verbally bullied, it can affect them, but they might not show it. And all the tension can build up, and then they can react and do something terrible, like the Virginia Tech shooting, where, you know, he was bullied cyberly, and it just, everything built up and exploded.
I think that verbal bullying is the worst. Even though physical is physical, verbal bullying is like, I don't know, it messes with your mind, kind of. It makes you think about certain things. It puts you in a worse situation that you're already in.
I think any bullying really is most dangerous, because really, if you think about it, that's going to affect the person no matter what you do. If, you know, if it's online and you're making fun of them, or if you're making fun of them in person in school, or even if you're beating them up, they're still going to get hurt, you know, physically or mentally. So I think every type of bullying is dangerous.
If I saw a victim getting bullied, I would do everything that I could at the time to try and stop it. I mean, if it was a big group of people picking on one kid, and, you know, I couldn't take all of them on, I would try and get help first. But if it was just one-on-one, I would step in and stop it from happening.
Well, now, since I'm older, I would try to help out the victim, because I already know how it feels to be bullied, and I already know the mental and physical, you know, things that people go through and stuff, and I wouldn't want that for anybody else, especially how bad I had it.
If I seen somebody getting bullied, you know, I'd probably help that person, because, like you said about physical, I mean, if you seen somebody getting beat up in school, I mean, it's just like the humane thing to do is to go over and help that person. And, you know, even online, I mean, sometimes people will stay out of a conversation if something's going on because you don't want to get into it. But, you know, you could be there for the person also. I mean, if they're going through hard times, you know, try not to make them feel like they're, you know, basically like trash. Talk to them, you know, see how they really are, and, you know, you never know, they can become one of your closest friends.
To victims of bullying, I would just tell them to stay strong, and, you know, bullying isn't as permanent as something as losing your life, but it definitely is bad, and it can have a permanent effect on someone. So I would just tell them to be strong and to deal with it, what it is.
The type of advice I would say, be strong, you know who you are, be confident in yourself. Anybody that says anything to you or, you know, try to put you down, you just gotta believe in yourself. That's not true. If it's not true about you, or even if it is true about you, you know what you can do better to better yourself. You know what I mean?
I would tell people that, especially, I mean, I keep going back to the middle school thing, but because that's like one of the age groups that really seem to get bullied the most. And I think that I would tell them that as you get older, it doesn't stay like that. Because like I said, when you get older in high school, even in college, I mean, it's like people start seeing who you really are and judge you by who you are and not what you look like or what you like or what you wear. It's more of who you are and how you act. So I would just tell them people that, and it's going to be better in the future, really, because you're not going to get bullied.
Mr. Todd Karabi, and I am a health and physical education teacher at the Arts Academy at Benjamin Rush. Victim, when I was in elementary school, there were a few times where the bigger kids or older kids would go and pick on me for different things. But I witnessed it. I taught in middle school for 13 years. I witnessed it almost every day. It depends. Some of them bully because they have low self-esteem. Some of them bully because they're being taught nothing but violence at home. Some of them bully because they're just... Some people, when they're dealing with things, they tend to react in different ways. Bullies, instead of internalizing, hurting themselves like so many people do nowadays, they hurt others. They act out. They try to make themselves bigger than they actually are. Physical bullying is going to cause immediate pain. It's going to cause immediate hurt. It has a chance to break bones, to make people bleed, to give them cuts, and could kill them. But verbal bullying, really, you forgot to ask about emotional. Bullying is really a form of emotional violence. So ongoing physical or verbal bullying over and over and over again, harassment, it scars a person deep inside. It makes them start believing what they're being told. It makes them start acting in the ways that they're being teased about. In some cases, it makes them give up. In some cases, it makes them hold it all in until they blow up and they act out and they go overboard. Physical bullying is more dangerous, but more long-lasting, more damaging. It would be the emotional scars that come from physical or verbal bullying. I have to step in and stop. As a teacher, I have to go and step in right away. I'd have to not just assume that it's something that's funny. Of course, if both of the people are laughing, then you have to sometimes take it into consideration. Maybe they're just playing around. And you tell them you don't play like that, but you have to take that into consideration. But if I see someone getting picked on, right away you have to stop them. You have to, out in the street, if you see this happening, if you see somebody getting stuck up, for instance, you at least, if nothing else, have to call the police. But, don't stay quiet. Speak up and let people know. They say snitches get stitches. Don't snitch. This is you. You have a right to be able to protect yourself. If something's happening to you, you need to speak up and let people know about it. And if the first person doesn't believe you, or if the first person acts on it and it doesn't stop, then you let them know again, or you let the next person know. You have to speak up and let people know. The school district has a really specific policy. I actually brought it up on my computer. It's policy 249, and it was made in September of 2010. to talk about the growing issues of bullying within schools, not just violence, but specifically bullying. And the school district defines bullying as an intentional act of verbal or nonverbal, psychological or physical act directed at another student or students. And that could be electronic, it could be written, it can be verbal, it can be physical, but it's directly at another student or a group of students. And here's the interesting thing. It's not only in the school building, but it can also be on the way to school and the way from school, and it can include things that are online. Like it could be posted on Facebook or Twitter or something like that, and the school can still consider it an act of bullying towards one of their students. And it's considered bullying when it is an aggressive behavior and an intent to harm someone.
Hey everybody, we're the cast of Cartoon Network's Level Up!
On our show, we track down all kinds of monsters that escape our favorite video game and bully their way into the real world.
And we've gotten pretty good at handling those guys.
Real life bullying? That's an entirely different problem.
Speaking of, looks like we have some high-level premium grade bullying going on!
Get it, Galen? Weapons are never the answer against cramps like this.
That's right. Dealing with bullies in the video game is cake compared to the real world.
You gotta arm yourself with nerves of steel and plenty of smarts to handle this guy.
He'll do his best to get on your nerves, but the smartest thing you can do is try and stay calm, walk away, and find a teacher or other adult.
Speak up. Tell them what's happening.
Bullying can happen anywhere,
The bus, locker room, cafeteria.
and bullying can happen to anyone. If you see bullying happening to someone else, stay calm, be smart, and you find an adult.
Tell them what you saw.
Principal Storms. But what if the adult still doesn't do anything?
You know what? You keep speaking up until they do. Or find an adult who will.
And give the other kid a huzzah! It'll make you both feel better.
Being a hero in a video game is easy. Being a hero in real life takes courage.
Bullying is not cool. Join us in Cartoon Network. Together we can all stop bullying by speaking up.
Go to stopbullying.speakup.com to find out more.